I won't be with you long. I'm not going to keep you long in this message. I'm going to try to condense it. But today's message is called Distorted View. I've had to record it several times because I have alarms set on my phone. And I'm saying this because the Lord just brought something to mind with that. There are alarms that are set on my phone. And so when they go off, they block out my ability to record. And so, of course, I'm pressed to either snooze it or cancel it altogether. And the Lord highlighted an important message in regards to that. He says, I'm sounding the alarms, but my people are muting me. My people are setting it to sleep, this message, setting it aside. He says, they must awake from their slumber. Distorted view. The Lord was showing me how a year ago, in full circle, I think it's about a year and a half ago, I had shared a video, a prophetic warning in regards to artificial intelligence, AI. And it's a powerful tool, but it's a dangerous tool. We have a family right now that is looking to sue the creators of AI because their child was chatting with the chatbot, and the chatbot gave the child instructions on how to unalive themselves. And then we have a person who is very well connected in Hollywood and with these creators, who firsthand has witnessed that these people are practicing occultism and witchcraft. They summon demonic forces. This is coming out of their own mouths. They have books and everything where they share this stuff. So it's not anybody who is just making up this crazy stuff. These people have confessed that this is what they do. And they themselves, the creators, are stating that this is something that is going beyond their own control. But they feel the power of it and they don't want to step back. And sadly, as people of God, we are in the mix of these things. The Lord was highlighting the entertainment industry, how it has us so entertained. He highlighted brain rot. He highlighted influence and the importance of the warning against what is artificial. So full circle, I'm here again with this message, and the Lord has added on to that, was speaking about distorted view, how when you have in the natural an eye that's infected, you cannot see. When you have an infection in your ear, you cannot hear. And so he was stating, showing me this imagery and the importance of us keeping our eye gates and ear gates, and how we speak and what we are ingesting in our spirit. We must keep our temples holy and healthy, and guarded from the wickedness and the darkness of this world. So real quick, because I don't have a lot of time, I have to go to another appointment with my daughter, but let us read. And I wanted to let you know that in verse 12 is talking about your salvation and working out your salvation with fear and trembling. And when I look up the word fear, it had root connections to other words, but the core of it meant to be kindled, to be fired up, to kiss, to touch, which means and to have an attachment, which means intimacy. So God is calling. So it reminds me of the other prophetic message I released the other day about the altar needing to be rebuilt and the fire of God falling on it. So here it says, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. That's in Philippians chapter 2 verse 12. Work it out with fear and trembling. When I look up fear and trembling, it's talking about intimacy, about fire, about being kindled up. It talks about being armed. So we understand that there's an urgency to protect this salvation, to draw near to it be on fire with it, and to be in intimacy. It says, and then there's instructions. In verse 13, it says, for it is God who is at work in you. So that you have to read it and flow into that. Don't just stay where it says, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. It is because for it is God who is at work in you. But how could God be at work in you if you are filled with brain rot? You don't have the mind of Christ. You have a rotted brain. Your fruit is rotten. You are not working out your salvation with fear and trembling. You're not building intimacy to that thing. You're not protecting it. It's not guarded. It was talking about, one of the words was talking about how it is armored, it's a weapon. My God. It is your weapon against the enemy when you guard, when you work out your salvation with fear and trembling. It says, because it is God who is working in you to will and do the work for his good pleasure. I'm going to reread that NASB translation. For it is God who is at work in you, both to will and to work for his good pleasure. So it means that when he is active in us and we are working out the salvation, fear and trembling, and God is active in us, this is how we do his will. This is how we work according to his good pleasure, not our own. We're busy worried about all this trash in the world that we are, we're arguing and protecting. And you can't judge. The word judges. The word judges. Who are you? Are you standing on the word or you're not? And then it says, do all things without grumbling or disputing. Verse 14, that you may prove yourselves to be blameless and innocent children of God, above reproach, in the midst of where? A crooked and perverse people and generation. God calls it crooked and perverse, and you want to call it right and holy and good. This stuff is good. The entertainment, the influence of the world is good to you because you are not working out your salvation with fear and trembling. So your discernment is off. You don't know. You have distorted view. My God, have mercy. And then it says, be blameless and innocent children of God, above reproach, in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation, among whom you appear as lights in the world. So he's stating you need to stand out. You have a light and you're shrinking back. You're shrinking back. And it says here, hold fast the word of life, so that in the day of Christ I may have cause to glory, because I did not run in vain nor toil in vain. Let's go to our highlight verse, Philippians 4, chapter 8. And this is what I believe is the word of the Lord for you today. Change your distorted view. Come out from amongst the perverse, crooked, and the dark. Come out from among them, says the Lord. Verse 8, finally, brethren, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good repute, if there is any excellence, and if anything worthy of praise, let your mind dwell on these things. I love you in the love of Christ. I don't believe there's anything else that I could add to that. God is sounding the alarm. Are you muting? Are you hitting mute or snooze? He's sounding the alarm. I love you in the love of Christ, and I pray that this message blessed you today.